Hello everybody, I'm nastymold, and in this video we're going to be finding all of the hidden seasonal candles, doing today's daily quests, finding the treasure cakes, and getting information about today's shard event in the Golden Wasteland. First up, for our seasonal candles, we have 4 of these little season candle bundles to find. Each one of them gives us about 25% of the wax needed to forge a season candle, so finding all 4 will give us 1 whole candle when we forge it. They are pretty easy to find. There are basically 2 going straight down where you would normally collect wax, 1 off to the side here, and then the final one is just towards the exit of this area. So altogether, not too hard to find. Here is our final season candle. And again, collecting all 4 of these should give us 1 total candle. Alright, with those all collected, let's get started on today's daily quests. To find the sapling in the Golden Wasteland, all we have to do is go into the first area and fly all the way to the right. We just have to stand next to it for 60 seconds and the quest will complete. Alright, for today's Spirit to Relive, we have to find the Playful Parent. This is probably people's least liked Spirit to Relive. It's a bit annoying. It is in the graveyard area of the Golden Wasteland. Just past that area where you have the first krill, into this section with all of the krill. This one is also a carry ball quest. You have to go very, very far. And I'm sorry if my voice is raspy. I'm a little bit sick. I'm probably going to speed this up, but I actually got through this completely unscathed somehow. So our first step is to get to the next checkpoint. We have to climb up this little hill and then jump down. I recommend doing it when this krill passes in front of us, but sometimes jumping down sucks a little bit and it doesn't fall down with us. You might have to fly up and gently ease it down onto the ground. We're going to go in here, and once again, you can wait till the krill passes, but I think I just went for it. I'm a little bit reckless. So our next checkpoint is in the cave up ahead. Ah! And then I was actually spotted. I had to go behind this little corner for 1 sec. I don't know how I got out of there safely, but somehow I did. This is a great time to use the krill repellent spells from the Days of Mischief, or if you have any of the Elder Masks. Really good time to use those. Or if you have friends that don't mind distracting the krill, that is probably the best. So now we have to go pretty far. Once again, we're going to go in here and wait for the krill to pass. And then we got to go all the way up to where we can get like the respectful pianist. I think that's the spirit ahead. And in this section, I think there are like 3 total krills that can see you. So you want to be really careful. Make sure you're looking around. If that one is right there, I think I had to go around this little boat and hide for a sec. Leave me alone. Hands up. Why are my hands up? And once we keep walking, there is a krill that patrols this little area, so you're going to want to make sure it doesn't see you. We're going to go collect that checkpoint, and then on the way out, we're pretty safe. We just have that one that patrols this section again. But it does take a while for it to return. If you're feeling extra precautious, you can, of course, wait for it to pass before you go down again. And then I was sliding on the ground here. I was getting so mad. Now, I feel like the most dangerous part can be the crabs. I don't know why. They really knock you down, and they're frustrating. So always call ahead of time so you can knock them down. There are 2 krill that patrol this area, so you might want to hide behind here. There's that one. And it looks like we are good. Yeah. All we have to do is get in here. Again, if you're scared, you can hide in this tunnel until the krill passes. But our final checkpoint is just up ahead. It is so close. You can taste it. Num 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 num. And it's scrumptious, scrumptious cooked crabs. Alright, there we go. Not so easy, but I made it look like it was. To relive a spirit's memories, first we must relive a spirit and then light them. After that, we will watch their cutscene and collect their emote. You can do this with any spirit in the Golden Wasteland, it doesn't have to be this one. To meditate at the graveyard, we just have to pass that first area with the single krill into this huge area with a bunch of them. I might not be flying the safest way, but my best advice is just to stay on the right hand side and you will eventually find the meditation spot. Of course, the krill can just twist around like that one, so you might have to adjust your flight path a bit, and it should be just ahead here. For reference, that is the exit towards the battlefield, which is the area just before the temple, and it is just on the right hand side of that exit. Here we are. So all we have to do is sit down, they will give us a prompt, we have to write something, and our quest is done. For today's treasure candles in the Vault of Knowledge, our first one can be found on the first floor, on the right side of the hallway right here. Our second one can also be found on the first floor, it's just all the way towards the back, next to this little submerged platform in the sand. Our third one can be found on the second floor over by this square platform here, just across from the regular one. And our final one can be found at the summit, just at the very front end, so if you're teleporting here, you just gotta turn around, but if you're flying up, you should find it easily. Today's shard event is a red shard that takes place in the Daylight Prairie. All we have to do is head towards the Prairie Caves when we first fly down that cloud tunnel towards the left. Now, this shard is actually extremely easy for a red shard, and because it's a red shard, upon completion we'll get some ascended candles, and you can also visit one of the shattering memories and get yourself a winged light. The shard timing is on the screen now. This is in PDT or PST time, but if you'd like to change it into your own time zone, you can do so by clicking the link below. It'll also show all the upcoming shard events in your own time zone, so it's pretty handy. So this is where the red shard falls, and like I said, this one is super easy. It's like a beginner's red shard. There's just a couple regular crabs that you can flip, and we're just going to run through this pretty fast. If you need to, I recommend bringing some sort of a prop to charge yourself, just in case your light gets siphoned off too much by these red shards. But I think for this one you should be okay. There's just not a lot of places to recharge here. And phase 1 of this event is done. Now we just have to sit down to complete the second part. This is also extremely easy. We just have to run around and pick up these little crab memories. Just be sure not to jump into one of the red shards while you're running around. That one's super close. Ooh. And we're all done. So from this we can get a couple of ascended candles, and if you wait a moment, the little shard NPC will show up and it will teleport you to a shattering memory. In that memory, you should be able to find a winged light. Easy peasy for today. Good luck with your shard event. And that is all of the daily changes today in Sky. Thank you so much as always for watching, you guys. I hope you found this helpful. I hope you enjoyed, and I will of course see you in the next video. Bye bye.